I truly, truly believe that Elon Musk is massively harmful to Western civilization, not just because of his wealth, not because he's the richest man on the planet, but it goes deeper than that. Elon Musk buying Twitter and rebranding it to X, turning it to a propaganda machine, donating hundreds of millions of dollars to the Trump campaign so that he can then be in power when Trump is in power and continue to spread disinformation, has weakened the fabric of Western civilization. While I was researching this video, I was scrolling through Elon Musk's Twitter account just to see what he's been up to. There's some really, really weird shit that I want to talk to you guys about, but there was a theme. All throughout Elon Musk's Twitter feed, he is blaming immigrants, whether it's Haitian immigrants, Somali immigrants, never white immigrants, but he is always blaming immigrants and trans people for a plethora of problems related to housing and crime and other things. But you know what the real biggest problem that Americans face, according to every single poll and every single study? It's wealth inequality. It's wealth inequality as it pertains to healthcare, wealth inequality in housing, wealth inequality in access to education. It is littering our country. And you know who's hoarding all the wealth? It's not the Somali immigrants. It's not the Haitians. It's people like Elon Musk. I'm not even the type of person who thinks that billionaires are bad inherently. Not at all. I think that certain billionaires have created a surplus of wealth. I think people like Mark Cuban or Taylor Swift is a billionaire. LeBron James is a billionaire. I don't think LeBron James has really extorted anybody. But the point is, Elon Musk is hoarding wealth. There are many people like Jeff Bezos who do not need a fourth tax break for their sixth yacht while people are struggling. Elon Musk has leveraged his wealth to gain and consolidate more political power by embedding himself in the Republican Party and the Trump administration. On top of that, Elon Musk buying buying Twitter and rebranding it to X was genuinely catastrophic for Western civilization. This is a tool that one man can use to boost or deboost whatever information he wants on any given day, and it is manifesting in our laws, in our policies. It is manifesting in our elections, not only US elections, but he is now trying to target and boost far-right candidates in countries in Europe. When we scroll through Elon Musk's feed, you can see the inside. Like, let me just scroll through this. You can see the political game he's playing based on what he boosts on any given day. As you scroll through it, he posts some AI slop. This says, white guilt has been one of the most destructive forces of the 21st century to date. And Elon Musk quote tweets it and says, it ends now. And this has 13 million views. Now, even if we were to say that half of these views were botted, that is still 6 million people. Even if we said 80% of the views were botted, Elon Musk is reaching and swaying the minds of millions of people by talking about white guilt and random stuff like that. His entire feed is just propaganda against immigrants that gets another, look at 13 million views on this one about Somalia. The literal richest man on the planet is obsessed with carpet bombing our feed with racial tensions all of the time. He wants to stoke racial tensions and boost far-right stuff. What does this say? Former FBI agent Nicole Parker explains how DEI split the agency. Really? Kash Patel's leadership has split the agency. There are multiple reports that the FBI feels leaderless and rudderless and an effing shit show under Kash Patel's leadership, but Elon Musk is pulling in hundreds of thousands of likes by talking about DEI. I want to explore a little bit more of his behavior over the past few weeks, and I also want to talk about how even JD Vance had to stop Elon Musk from going rogue. Elon Musk was going rogue, starting a third party called the America Party in an intentional effort to undermine Donald Trump and JD Vance, and JD Vance had to wage an offensive battle to get Elon Musk to stop doing that. We'll read this in just 1 second, but first, this article says, LA teen embarrassed by Elon's crazy public lusting over her. What the hell? Tech mogul Elon Musk has been roasted for a crazy, creepy take on Danish deportation laws. The Tesla CEO and Doge reject was enjoying some mid-afternoon X-posting on Sunday when he decided to chime in on the predicament of Audrey Morris, a teenage high school student from Los Angeles who briefly faced deportation from her adopted home, Denmark. Elon Musk replies to a photo of the 18-year-old and says, 8 or above level hotness should get an exemption. This is an 18-year-old high school student who was accidentally facing deportation, and Elon Musk decides to make the creepiest post ever. I tracked down the post. It says, 8 or above hotness level should get an exemption. People said, you're sick, you have kids older than this girl, you're almost 60 years old lusting after an 18-year-old. Gross, grandpa, gross. Sorry, I don't want to sound like a broken record here, but how effing wild is it that the richest man on the planet bought Twitter, rebranded it to X, unilaterally controls it, and used it to help get Trump back in the White House? Once Trump was back in said White House, Elon Musk was able to walk around while high on ketamine, tweeting all day, acting like he was rooting out fraud while he was actually ruining small businesses, killing people across the world by slashing USAID with no warning whatsoever, and just shocking people with his absolutely awful behavior. I mean, everyone in the Trump admin wanted him out, and he was out. The richest man on the planet is out of control. And make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the Adam Mockler feed if you appreciate us exposing Elon Musk, the right-wing disinformation ecosystem, and beyond. This reads, from the Washington Post, Vice President JD Vance was doggedly working the phones, trying to quell a rebellion in his midst. Elon Musk had just declared his intention to form a third party this spring, turning a simmering feud into an all-out war against the MAGA movement. Backlash to Musk's radical government cost-cutting campaign, just call it what it is. He slashed USAID, led to hundreds of thousands of deaths already, and a predicted hundreds of thousands to millions more deaths, and is hurting the public health safety of the globe. That is what it is. Elon Musk has taken swipes at President Donald Trump and had damaged the relationship between the president and his billionaire backer. Now, Vance and those around him feared that a new party could hurt the GOP in the 2026 midterms and beyond, according to two people familiar with his thinking, who spoke on the condition of anonymity to describe private conversations. Vance had already appealed to Musk directly. This time, he urged Musk allies to push him to back off his third-party plans, and Vance would later personally lobby lawmakers to support restoring the nomination of Musk ally Jared Isaacman. The months-long offensive by Vance and other White House officials, the details of which have not been previously reported, has worked. Elon Musk scrapped his third party. He gave up. He's still very clearly power hungry if you look at his Twitter and the way that he posts. It's always just constantly shitting on immigrants and trans people and minorities and people who don't have as much power or wealth as him ever. And yet he is still hungry for more and more power. He got a taste of power during his 120-day stint at the White House, and he has been trying desperately in the form of a third party, in the form of Twitter control and narrative control, to continue to have any sort of grasp around American politics. And it works. Elon Musk's real threat at this very moment is not his wealth. It's the attention that he's able to maintain and gather on a daily basis. It's the fact that he can blow up a story about Somali immigrants in Minnesota into a national story, a national catastrophe before the investigation has even started. It's about the fact that he's constantly spreading a deluge of disinformation that's hard to keep up with because he owns a damn platform. I'm going to leave it there. If you appreciate the videos that we make on the Adam Mockler feed, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. We are going to continue to expose MAGA into this new year. We are not slowing down. 5 to 10 videos a day, no break whatsoever. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.